Hello everyone. Today we're gonna introduce game by us, which is called Hangman Game. This is our team, 7 group, which includes Filbert Florenza, Ibnu Ganda, Ariyadi, Shelinna, Muhammad Abdul Azziz, Intan Jayanti, and myself, Stanley Tan. Okay, so we're gonna go to introduction. Hangman is one of the many games that can enrich vocabulary, which is originally a paper and pencil game. There are now like electronic version, or let's say app version. So the Hangman idea, which is where I gonna present, is first we're gonna start screen. The contents will be play and exit, and then we go to difficulty selection. We have 3 difficulty selection, which is easy, medium, and hard. Easy game, the content is a regular Hangman game. Medium is the same with easy timer, and the hard same as medium but with less max attempt. And so here's the flowchart in the menu screen. You can see this like a start, go to display menu, and we have the decision of menu selection. If we choose exit, then it's end. And if we choose play, we display a difficulty menu, which is we're gonna choose easy, medium, and hard. If we choose easy, this is easy flowchart. The easy difficulty, which is show in flowchart, we're gonna display the game screen, and if we press the hint button, we're gonna display the hint, and we will be input the letter, and if the letter is correct, we're gonna display the correct screen. If it's false, we're gonna input again, and if it reaches attempt time, then we're gonna display the game over screen. That's the end. The medium and hard will be presented by this guy.
Hello everyone, I will explain the flowchart flow for the hard and medium entry level. Start. The game begins by displaying the game screen. The timer runs and the system checks for the timeout. If time runs out, game over. If not, time is reduced. Hint option. If the player presses the hint button, the system will display a hint. Input letter. The player input a letter. If correct, check if the word is incomplete. Word complete, display correct screen. If incorrect, update the Hangman image, check the time limit. If attempts are exhausted, display game over screen. End of the game ends when the player either wins or loses. Win correct screen, lose game over screen. And hard entry. Start. The game begins by displaying the game screen. The timer is active and the system checks for a timeout. If time runs out, game over. If not, the time continues to decrease. Input letter. The player input a letter. The system checks if the letter is in the word. If the letter is correct, the system checks if the word is complete. If yes, display the correct screen. If no, the player continues guessing the next letter. If the letter is incorrect, the system updates the Hangman image. Then the system checks if the attempt limit is reached. If yes, display the game over screen. If no, the player continues input letter. End of the game. The game under 2 conditions. If the player successfully guesses the word, display the correct screen. If the player runs out of the time or reach the attempt limit, display the game over screen. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Filbert. I'm going to explain our game code. We use Python as our programming language. First, we make a Python file called app. In this file, we will run all our game code. Okay, first, we will make a function called main. We will call main in the function at the bottom here. And inside the main, we will initialize the tkinter window, the geometry, the min size, and the title. Next, we will load words from the words application file in this folder. Now in this load words function, we will open a file called words.txt, which contains all our Hangman words. It will open, read all the lines, split, and return an array. Next, we will import all the images that our game uses from the images application file. Here we will have a load image function, and we will import pillow. First, we will initialize a images dictionary to contain all the image TK file. Here we can see all the images that we use, and lastly it will return the images dictionary that our game use. Next, we will initialize a TK interframe so that our UI will look more tidy. Next, we have a show page function to show which page we want to show for our user. We use TK raise to raise the page that we call. For example, here we have pages, start page. So if we call page, start page, and TK raise, it will show the start page. Next, we have show game page function with difficulty parameter. In here, we will call the game page from the game page application file. Oh, and I forgot to tell you, we separate all our pages into different files. We have start page, pause page, game page, and difficulty page. Okay, next we have an exit function. Here we will call the tkinter destroy method, which will destroy the tkinter window. For example, okay. Next we have a pages dictionary, which contain all our pages. Then after that, we show the first page, which is start page. Then we will run tkinter.
Okay, first let me introduce myself. My name is Shelinna, and now I'm going to explain the game patch function inside the game patch file. And this function contains core logic of our games, which include the word chasing, letter button, and timer. First, we must initialize a frame inside the game patch. Here we have some function that we use for our game logic, and first we have choose word function, and this function will returns a random word from the word list that we made before. And then next we have it word just function. This function will check if the secret word is fully justed, and it will return a boolean data type. And then we have just word function. This function will run each time the letter is just. First, we must initialize some variable, and then we add the just letter to the letter just var, which contains all the letter that has been just. Then we get the number of the time and user just wrong. Okay, after that we must disable the letter button that is click. And then next we have a loop. In this we will check for each letter in the secret word. If this word is the letter that just, then we print the letter. Else if that not right, the letter that we just word, that will print underscore. And then next we must check if the just word has been changed or not. If that hasn't changed, then it means the user has just wrong. So we increment to the times wrong. Then next we will update the Hangman image based on the number times of user has just wrong. First we get the ratio based on the number of images and the number of the matches. Then we will calculate Hangman number, which will to be used change the file name of Hangman label image. Hangman label image this. And then finally, in this function we will check if the secret word has been fully just. If yes, then we will stop the countdown and show the congratulation page. And if not, then we check if the user has been used all the just chance. If yes, we will stop the countdown and we show the game over page. And then after the just word function, we have set timer function, which is the content or countdown time logic. In this function, we have another function that called countdown. Inside the countdown function, we have the loop or looping that we made, and this the loop based on the backward based on the duration of the second parameter. Inside the loop, we will check each second if the stop countdown or pause countdown event is set. Okay, and then after we have the just word function, we have the set timer function, which is the content or countdown timer logic. In this function, we have another function called countdown, and inside the countdown function, we have loop based on the backward on the duration of second parameter. Inside the loop, we will check each second if the stop countdown or pause countdown event is set. It will be either or stop countdown and break out the loop, or we will stop the countdown. And then outside the countdown function, we have another method to run after the time has run or out. If it run, we will change the page to the game over page. After that, we have the countdown threads variable, which will run the countdown function and another threads, because if it run inside the main threads, it will block the GUI. Okay, and then next we have open menu function, which is will pause the game and show the game or pause the page. Outside the function, we must initialize the variable that we have a difficulty secret word that runs the choose word function and some other function that we need for tick enter. Here we check the difficulty setting from the difficulty page. If it's easy, we set the matches far to 6, and if it's medium, we set the max just is 262, and if that the hard one, we set the max just far to 4, and set the timer to 30 seconds. And inside the medium and hard, we also set a pause countdown, and we will also set some timer, and then it will start when the game start. And next we will insert some UI content inside the game page. First, we have the pause frame and the pause button, which will run when we open the menu function. Next, the timer label, which contains the time string. And then next, the hang label, which contains the hangman image. Next, we have the word label, which contains the hidden and just letter. Before we set the word label, we will set initial hidden word, which contains just the underscore. And then next, we have the button UI content that we have an array which contains all the alphabet, and we make a different array for each button row. Next, we will loop through that array, make the button for the game. Inside each button, we have just word function that will run after the button is clicked. After that, we finally will return the game frame back to the app file.
Hello, my name is Abdul Azziz. In this part of the section, I will explain the code in the start page file, difficulty page file, and the end page file. We'll start at the start page file first. Here is the definition of the start page file. It has frames for the menu and buttons such as the start and exit button. Here we have the title label for our title images from the images file. As for the buttons, the start button will be used as when we click, it will show us the difficulty page, while the exit button will immediately close the application. Next, we'll move on to the difficulty page file. Here in the definition, we also use the frames for each of the buttons, which is for the easy button, medium button, and hard button. These three codes is not different because it still use one argument, but it will take us to their respective contents. When we click easy, the contents will be easy, and if we choose medium, the contents will be medium, and if we choose hard, the contents will be hard. Next is the end page. The end page use codes that not different as the start page file. The only differences is just the buttons, which is the restart button, and we also use the exit button. Firstly, I'll explain the restart button. The restart button will take us back to the start page using one argument, while the exit button will immediately close the application too.
Let me introduce myself. My name is Intan Jayanti, and now I'm going to explain about we apologize to the previous speaker who explained that there was a hint button. We changed it to not have a hint button because we made too many words. And then I will explain the flow of the game. You can click start to get started, then select difficulty. In the game have 3 levels. At the first level is easy game. In easy game, you can play without time limit, but you have 6 opportunity. If your opportunity finish, that means you lose. Second level is medium game. In medium game, you have 1 minute and you have 6 opportunity. The same like easy game, you have 6 opportunity. If your opportunity finish, that means you lose. In hard game, you have 30 seconds and you have 4 opportunity. If your opportunity finish, that means you lose. Then I will start the game from easy game. Look at the picture in the game. You can play the game without time limit. And if you enter incorrect words, an image will show starting from the head, body, 1 hand, 2 hands, and 1 feet and 2 feet. That means you lose and you done of the game. Okay? I will play again in medium game. In medium game, you have 1 minute. And look at the picture. Same like the easy. You have 6 opportunity, and if you enter the incorrect words, the picture will show start from head, body, hands, and feet. And now you game over of the game. The last game I will play hard game. In hard game, you can look at the picture. The picture will show have 30 seconds and you have 4 opportunity. Same like the game. If you enter the incorrect words, the picture will show start from head and body, then hand, then last feet, and you game over. Okay, out of presentation from 7 group, I will say big thank you for your time.